I see you sitting there wondering if you should finally let go of the hope you've carried for so long. It feels like everyone else is moving forward while you are stuck in a season of endless waiting and quiet. Maybe you've started to believe that love is something meant for others, but somehow it just missed your front door. You have prayed until your voice feels thin, asking for a partner who truly sees the person you have become. But instead of an answer, you have been met with a silence so heavy it feels like a physical weight. I want to tell you something today that might be hard to hear, but it is deeply and truly important. Please do not give up on the beauty of your story just because this current chapter feels a little lonely. We often mistake God's silence for His absence, thinking He has forgotten the desires He placed within our very souls. But what if the wait was never about punishing you for your past mistakes or keeping you from happiness? What if the delay is actually a form of divine protection, shielding you from a path that would break you? Think about the times you tried to force a door open, only to find yourself more exhausted than ever before. We get so caught up in our own timelines that we forget the one who created time has a plan. He is not just looking at your tomorrow, He is looking at the next 50 years of your precious life. Right now in the quiet, God might be doing a work in you that you aren't quite ready to see yet. He is healing the parts of your heart that you tried to hide behind a smile and a brave face. He is teaching you how to be whole on your own, so you don't look for someone else to complete you. Because when two broken people try to make one whole life, they often end up hurting each other in the process. What if He is asking you to fall in love with Him first, before He introduces you to your partner? It is so tempting to settle for good enough when the wait becomes longer than we ever expected it to be. We settle for people who don't respect our values because we are afraid that nobody better is ever coming along. But your soul is worth far more than a placeholder, and your heart deserves a love that feels like home. I know it hurts to see another engagement announcement while you are still eating dinner alone on a Friday night. I know it's hard to stay joyful for others when your own heart feels like it is slowly starting to wither. But your season of singleness is not a waiting room. It is a training ground for the person you're becoming. It is a time to build your character, to find your passions, and to learn the true depth of grace. There is a specific kind of strength that is only forged in the fire of waiting and the soil of trust. When you finally meet the one God has prepared for you, you will look back and understand why it took time. You will see how every no from the past was actually a not yet, leading you towards something much better. You will realize that if those other relationships had worked out, you wouldn't be the person you are today. Have you ever considered that God is currently preparing the heart of the person who is meant to find you? Maybe they are learning their own lessons, healing from their own wounds, and growing into the partner you truly need. If God brought you together today, you might not be ready to handle the blessing He has in store for you. Trust that the architect of the universe knows how to build a foundation that can actually withstand the coming storms. True love isn't just about a feeling. It is about two people walking toward the same purpose under divine guidance. So, use this time to get clear on your own purpose and to draw closer to the source of love. Stop looking at your watch and start looking at the one who holds your entire future in His gentle hands. He sees your tears when you turn off the lights at night and think that you are completely and utterly alone. He hears the unspoken prayers that you are almost too tired to whisper because you feel like He isn't listening. But He is closer than your next breath, and He is working behind the scenes in ways you cannot imagine. Do not let the world tell you that your value is tied to a ring on your finger or a partner. You were loved before the foundations of the world were even laid down, exactly as you are right this moment. Your worth is rooted in who you are in Him, not in whether or not someone chose you this year. When you truly believe that, you stop looking for someone to save you and start looking for someone to serve. That shift in perspective changes everything about how you date and how you view the people who enter your life. It allows you to walk with confidence, knowing that your happiness is not dependent on another human being's fragile approval. What if the peace you are searching for is already inside you, just waiting for you to sit still and listen? Don't rush the process, because a cake that is pulled out of the oven too early is never quite right. Let the heat of this season do its work, refining you and making you more like the person you're meant to be. There will come a day when you wake up and realize that the wait was the greatest gift you ever received. You will see the fingerprints of God all over the moments you thought were just wasted time and lonely nights. You will be grateful for the breakups that felt like the end of the world but were actually your divine rescue. So, take a deep breath today and lay your burdens at the feet of the one who truly understands you. Tell him how you feel, be honest about your loneliness, and then ask him for the strength to keep going. He is not intimidated by your frustration or your questions. He wants to walk through this season right beside you. You are not a project that is behind schedule. You are a masterpiece that is still being carefully and lovingly painted. The colors might seem dark right now, but they are providing the contrast needed for the light to truly shine. Keep your heart open, keep your faith strong, and don't let bitterness take root where hope is meant to grow. Your story is not a tragedy of missed opportunities. It is a beautiful testimony of God's perfect and holy timing. What if the greatest love story of your life is the one God is writing with you right this moment? Believe that the best is yet to come, and that the finish line is more beautiful than the starting point. You are seen, you are known, and you are loved with an everlasting love that will never, ever let you go. So please, dear friend, take heart and trust the process, because you are worth the wait and the beauty. Hold on just a little bit longer, and don't you dare give up on the promise that is coming for you.